Hi, it's time to start searching for specific sources I can use to develop my paper, which I will demonstrate in the Clark Memorial Library's Discovery Service. I will use the working research question, what policies could a federal government implement that would help reduce climate change? First, I'll go to the library's homepage. The Discovery Service search box is located in the center of the page. Discovery Service looks at multiple databases at once, as well as the SSU Library Catalog. I need to determine what terms to use in the Discovery Service search box. A keyword development chart can help with identifying keywords. Here's one I filled out for my current working research question. An explanation of how to use a keyword chart can be found in the Using a Keyword Chart video. You can find a blank keyword chart in a PDF on the English 1101, 1102, and 1105 research guide. It can be helpful to start a search by using the main concepts. If my working research question is, what policies could a federal government implement that would help reduce climate change? The main concepts would be federal government and policies and climate change. When I enter the search terms in the Discovery Service search box, they are considered keywords by default. Keywords are terms found anywhere as a main part of an item's record. The "and" between each term tells the database to search for articles with federal government and policies and climate change as important keywords. So all three keywords in an article's record. If you'll notice, I put quotation marks around climate change. The search box is a little small, so the closing quotation marks are not showing after the word change. Adding quotation marks asks the database to look for those two terms together. So climate change, not climate somewhere in the article's record, and change somewhere else. You can always try it without the quotation marks too. I'll click the search button. If you are off campus, this screen will appear. You will need to enter your network username and password. This is the same username password you use to log on to computers and the Wi-Fi on campus. Your username is the first part of your email before the @ sign, so not your full email address. My information is already filled out, so I'll click the Login button. Here are the results. Note I have a bunch, 318,929 as I'm creating this video. I can narrow down this result list. One way is to limit by publication date. Often you'll want recent articles to get the latest research. This is especially important in some fields, such as medicine. So over on the left side of the page, you'll see a Limit To section, the red circle, and then a range of years for entries in the result list. I can type 2016 in the first box and keep 2021 in the second, and I'm using 2016 since I'm recording this in 2021. You can also use the slide option, but I find that very sensitive. It's easier for me to just type in the year. If I hit enter on my keyboard, every item in the result list that comes back will be published in the last 5 years. Another way I can limit my result list is by specifying I only want scholarly peer-reviewed journal articles. Scholarly research articles are found in scholarly journals, which are periodicals in which scholars share research. The articles are written by scholars and then submitted to the editor of the scholarly journal. In most cases, at least one expert member of the editorial board, often two, consider the article as to its quality and whether it meets the publication standards of the journal. For example, they'll look at whether the research study appears to be well constructed. The editors can determine that an article doesn't meet the standards and decline to publish it. They also may send it back to the author, request clarifications or other improvements, and then the journal can publish it. Or, if a writer is lucky, the journal will publish the article as is. So you can see the article goes through a rigorous review process. This review goes beyond what typically is done in newspapers or non-scholarly journals. You can limit the result list to include just scholarly journal articles by clicking the box next to the scholarly peer-reviewed journals. You'll see it in the red circle on the left side of the page. Once I check the box, everything in the result list is from peer-reviewed journals published in the last 5 years. One small note is that editorials or book reviews are sometimes included in a peer-reviewed journal. Those articles do not go through this process. These articles are identified with the words such as editorial or book review. Say I want to focus my result list more, or take a slightly different route. First, you'll notice 2 of the articles in the list involve other countries. But if you remember on the keyword chart, I brainstormed United States government. I may consider, especially with so many results, to focus my research question to the United States and start searching for sources related to just that country first. So, in the search box at the top of the page, I'm going to enter United States instead of federal before the word government in my search string. When I click on search, you'll see that the first entries now include the United States. The result list is more focused on the United States government. Another place to find good keywords is within the subject terms. Subject terms are the identifiers which indicate that these specific terms are main elements of the article. They are located under the citation information in the article's entry. The purple arrow is pointing to the subject terms in the third article. For right now, I'll simply use them to prompt keywords such as energy policy, found in the third article highlighted by the green box. Now I'll add energy policy, and I'll change the plural policies to policy in the search box, which is circled in red, and would click search. And the articles are now more focused on energy policy. Now I want to get to what is all included in an item's record. You'll do that by clicking on the article's title. You'll see the title, authors, and publication information. Most of the time, you'll also see an abstract, which is a summary of the article. The location of the abstract is circled in red. Reading this can be very helpful in telling you whether the full article is worth reading. Sometimes an article title looks like a winner, but then by reading the abstract, you realize the article really isn't useful for you. If a full text is available, you'll see it on the left in the purple circle. And you just click the PDF or LibKey Instant PDF. Sometimes you'll see full text in EJC. That is just another way to get to the article PDF. On the right side of the page is the email icon. It's next to the blue arrow. This allows you to email the article to yourself. Under the email icon, you'll see the word cite indicated by the yellow arrow. If I click on Cite, you'll see reference list entries for many citation styles. Students like the Cite option, but just be careful, errors exist. Always double check with your textbook or the appropriate citation manual for citation accuracy. Finally, and this is important, if you want to get back to this page, do not copy and paste the address from the browser address bar to a Word doc or email to link to in the future. Once you exit your searching session, the URL will no longer work. Instead, go down to the permalink option on the right side of the page indicated with the red circle. Click on that. And the URL at the top of the page circled in red will always take you back to this page. This is the address you'd cut and paste into a Word doc or wherever you want to paste the link. Keep in mind, article authors may come to different conclusions on the same topic or similar research question. Understanding and incorporating multiple perspectives in your paper is important. What the oil industry states are good policies to reduce climate change may not be what environmental advocacy organizations believe are good policies. That's a basic introduction to searching in the Discovery Service. If you have any questions, please contact the library. Thanks for watching.